Hey everyone, Egman here with another deck profile. This one, this one I feel is pretty degenerate. This is pretty much like 1-2 swap or storm or yellow blue storm, but just kind of it's on a wish leader, so it's a new deck and it's not as degenerate, but it totally is. So for people who don't know, the Wish Son Gohan, what he does is that every time he attacks, he gets plus 5k power, and then you can choose a Dragon Ball in your deck all your life. Since we hit our life a lot, you always want to go through your deck first, because there's a greater chance for you to hit a Dragon Ball off your life with Bardock or like Pan, so that's really good. And also his auto is not once per turn, so if you use Call of Justice to switch back to active mode, then you can get another attack in and fetch another Dragon Ball if you really need to awaken. So that's really good. And then if you have 7 Dragon Balls, you get to add 1 Desire to your hand. So we only have Call of Justice, so you add that one. And flip this card over. And he has the standard draw 1 card, or you can choose 1 blue Desire in your hand and you can play it for free. Or sorry, blue or black. And then also his super one is you banish all 7 Dragon Balls. And if you do, you choose 3 of your energy. It's just any energy, right? Yep, 3 of your energy, switch to active mode. This card gets plus 15k and critical for duration of the turn, and you flip it over at the end of the turn. So that's really strong. You get to and so you get to 30k crit, and with Call of Justice you get to do more attacks, and you can keep attacking, which is really good. And yeah, let's go into the deck. So we're running 6 of the regular Dragon Ball and 1 of the 1-star. I used to run all 7 just regular Dragon Balls, but one of the big things was I wanted to make sure that I could get one of my Desires into my graveyard, so I could at least net a card from there. So I decided to put 1 1-star Dragon Ball in. Since you're guaranteed to see all 7 Dragon Balls anyways, it's okay to have 1. But yeah, that's the reason for it. It's once again just to get Call of Justice, because you can't get it into the discard pile without playing it. So, but sometimes you do play it because you need to get that 7th ball. So there's that. 3 Dragon Radar. This card's just really good for thinning our deck, and you can either get 2 Dragon Balls or any combination of 2 Dragon Balls or Desires off the top 7. Or worst case, you just get 2 Dragon Balls from your discard piles. You get just 2 of these, and you get 2 straight draw for 1 energy. So that's really good. So that's why we're playing that. 1 Flute because it's a good card, and we have a blue leader. We've got a couple targets for it. Specifically, we have Pan. No, not Pan. We have Bardock. We have Goten. We've got Trunks. Why would we play Trunks? What am I saying? We've got some targets for it. We need more blue, and it's also really good for getting rid of like low 5k blockers, so that's why we're running Flute. I'd say probably Goten's actually the one target for it. So even if we could play more than 1, I don't know if we could play more than 1. So we've got 1 Senzu Bean, just really good on defense and offense, especially since it stacks. So if we're going for in-game, leader strike, when we keep untapping, then Senzu Bean's really good. We've got, and just untapping energy is really good. We've got 4 Awakening Talent Pan. This card is good because it helps us awaken. It's a 15k hit, and additionally it comes back to our hand, which we can use for comboing later, or if we need to charge it for energy next turn, since sometimes we can be a little bit fragile on energy. So 4 Talent Pan. We've got 2 Dimensional Magic. I don't know how defensive this deck should be, or if it should just be Super Glass Cannon and just not run any negates, but this card is really good. If your leader is blue, we can negate the attack, then choose up to 2 of your blue energy, and then you switch up to active mode. So that's really good in Sparking 5, so you can activate this card's counter skill by adding a card from your life to your hand instead of paying its cost. So it helps us awaken, or not awaken, but helps us get to low life. And it's kind of a weird duality in this guy's case, because for Wish Leaders, you don't really care what your life is at as long as you have more than 1. So it's just tapping as much energy out of your life as possible is just more resources for you. So yeah, you just want to get as low as you can. Monaka, so this card it gets us a draw, but also it gives us double strike for the duration of the turn. So if we're attacking with Gohan a lot, if we're going in for the kill, we want to be able to play one of these. So that's really good. Additionally, so just if you play it on his unwished side, I don't know, is it unawakened? I don't know. If you play it on this side, it does not stay if you wish, if you do the wish side. So you make sure to play it after, because there are there's a way, there's scenarios where you can go all out and just awaken on one turn. So that's why you want to just make sure you don't lose the double strike. 4 Unyielding Spirit Trunks. This card's really good, and it's blue, and it helps us untap energy when we need to, especially since Call of Justice is 2 energy. It can be sometimes tricky to get that open sometimes, so being able to help untap with Spirit Trunks is really good, so just a really good card. 4 of the new super combos, so this always has 10k, and then Sparking 5, we get to draw 1 card, so it doesn't matter on our life. Not that that really mattered. If we had like a standard super combo, we'd probably be fine too, but I just like this guy, especially, it's just thematic, and it'll always be on pretty much. So 3 Call of Justice. I'm not running 4 because I found 4 was really bricky, and then we always get 1 back when we awaken, so I think that's good enough for me. And then 4 Quick Thinking Gotenks. This is probably the cheese card in the deck. I always have to run some cheese, but so it's critical, and in Union Fusion with 2 blue to play this card, and so Trunks and Goten both have 10k energy, which is super good for getting him out. It is 2 specific blues kind of tricky, because on turn 3 we usually have 1 yellow and 2 blue. But when you play this card with Union, you draw 2 cards, and then also when this card's attack, you draw 1 card, so you're just netting a lot of draw. He's also a 15k critical. So yeah, just a standard like beater card, so we're running that. To the yellow energy, we're running just the regular swap of 4 Bardock and 4 Scrambling Assault Goten. We're not running Successor of Hope because we have so much card draw already, and additionally I don't want to get clogged with even more extra cards, because we're running what, 7, 10, 15, 14, 17 extra cards, or sorry, 19 extra cards. So I don't want any more. Yeah, so that's really good. And Goten is super good too. Helps us filter through our deck if we find a Dragon Ball that's really good. And then additionally we have 2 Roshis and 2 Battering Lasers. We could maybe not need Battering Laser, that might be for the side, but it's just really good for making sure like our final crit goes through, and helps us secure the game. So yeah, so the basic concept of the deck is you usually get to turn 3 or 4. By that time you already have wished. Is it still awaken? I don't know the actual verbiage for it, so I'm going to say awaken and unawaken. But then you should be awakened by turn 7, and then you can turn 4 on the very least, but I would say turn 3 is when you want to, and then you can just do a lot of just degenerate untapping with Spirit Trunks and Sensu Bean, and then you activate his super 7 wish, where you untap 3, so you can just untap again and go in again and just cause a lot of havoc. So this is a deck. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, this is probably still a little bit of a blueprint, because we don't know. I'm not sure exactly what the meta will shake down to. This could just be not aggressive enough, or a little bit too glass cannony, and just not get to turn 3. But yeah, I think it's really good, and yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you guys next time.